We asked Ian Anderson about the album Heavy Horses and the opening track, and the Mouse Police Never Sleeps. I'm John Beaudin from Rocky Street Music. Heavy Horses in the late 70s was part of Jethro Tull's folk rock trilogy. And the album opens up with a song that's heavily produced and mesmerizing called And the Mouse Police Never Sleeps. One of my favorite tracks from that era of Jethro Tull.
Like many of the songs, it starts just with me playing acoustic guitar in the studio and then putting my vocal down and then the other guys joining in. So it's, there are quite a few Jethro Tull songs that I recorded by going out there and laying down the backing track myself, which, probably would surprise some people, but, Locomotive Breath was done that way. We tried to play it all together as a band. It just didn't gel. So I went out there and played hi-hat and bass drum for 4 minutes. And then I put on borrowed Martin Barr's Gibson Les Paul and played some chunky electric guitar parts. And then Clive Bunker went out and added the tom-toms and cymbals. And Martin then added some, second guitar part, and Jeffrey Hammond played the bass, and John Evans, played the basic piano part, but came up with an introduction, which we then glued on. It was edited onto the front of the song, but it was done in a completely artificial way. It was a bit like Pink Floyd recording The Wall, when none of them, apparently, according to Bob Ezrin, the producer, none of them were in the studio at the same time throughout the recording process. They only ever came in one at a time because they didn't apparently care for each other too much.
As you've seen in the signage of this video, Jethro Tull have a brand new book that basically quotes all the former members of the band talking about those classic albums. There's a part in the book where Ian Anderson talks about being self-deprecating. Probably better for you to say something bad about yourself instead of having someone else do it. Beat them to the punch. Know how to poke fun at yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously.
Well, I think lots of people work with that in mind, and except the US president, who doesn't seem very good at recognizing any of his own failings. So there are people who kind of get that and some people who don't. But I've always felt much better to get the laugh before somebody else does. Laughs are hard enough to find in this world, so if you can get one out of taking the mickey out of yourself, then, why not?
More from Ian Anderson coming up next week. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin from Rocky Street Music.